What's going on, everybody? It's DJ Amacree of Track Camp PNT, and today, we're going to talk about the final area, the final countdown. Anyways, we're going to talk about this final area right here, which is the modulation matrix. The modulation matrix is basically how you kind of route different effects from different areas, especially in particular this area right here, the envelopes, the LFOs. Yeah, the envelopes and like the LFOs, or even other sources as well. So basically, you select a modulation matrix by, this area right here, this part is UI. So you have the velocity to 100, key tracking, frequency tracking, mod wheel, which, I can actually go to the mod wheel, which would be right here. So if you, I'll get into that in a little bit. Pitch wheel, aftertouch, I think that's constant, random, ARP notes, which I never realized I did that, and then your LFOs to even your oscillators. In particular, the modulation matrix is usually meant for usually used normally for your LFOs and your envelopes, which this area right here, boom, your LFOs, which you have 3 LFOs, and you have 4 envelopes to work with, which I've already covered. So, from there, we're going to go and do some simple stuff. We're going to actually work with the mod wheel. So I selected mod wheel as the source. So the mod wheel is right here. Boom. It's right here. You move it up or down. And, for all the people that are using FL Studio, if you just mess with the mod wheel, because by default, my mod wheel does not work on my keyboard, or MIDI controller does not work by default when pulling up FL Studio. So you just move this mod wheel within the GUI of the plugin, and you go to tools. This is for the FL Studio users that have not done this. And then you go into tools, obviously, like I already said, and you go and you see last tweaked. From last tweak, you see it'll say Dune 2 mod wheel. You can actually create an animation clip or a link to the controller. This is what we want to do. We want to link to the controller. So link it to select that. You'll see, and then just move your mod wheel on your keyboard, and boom, now you're in there, and you can actually see the MIDI in function working right here. And if you pay attention to the mod wheel, is moving via mod wheel, which you can actually depending on what type of keyboard that you own or MIDI controller you own, you can actually link that to whatever knob or parameter you want. Okay. Now, we have one particular thing that you must do is you actually have to adjust the amount. You can either adjust it negatively to inverse it, or positively to see how much the amount you have. Now you have, pardon me, I'm a little sick. So you have here this section right here, which is your destination, which you have your common destinations, your oscillator 1, 2, and 3, ring modulation, filters, all this stuff you can control. And when you go into different areas, you can actually see what you want to control. So you actually, since we're in FX1, we can link it to you can actually select whatever you want in this particular area. So now we're going to actually select the filter cutoff. And as you see, go to filter cutoff. You do have to adjust it depending on what filter you have selected. You have to adjust it to actually hear the overall effect of it. And now you can hear it. Now you can actually go a little deeper than that. And sorry about that. You can actually go a little deeper to that and actually select which voice or page you want for the filter cutoff to work. So we're just going to select the saw, see if we can actually hear it. Let me see if I actually Oh, okay, that makes sense. So I gotta do this, and I'm gonna select a pulse. Let me actually Oh, sorry about that, guys. I had to adjust the cutoff right here. All right, oopsies. And now you can see it's being affected. Look at the mod wheel and the filter cutoff. Now, perhaps I don't want to just be a mod wheel. You know, I don't want it to be linked to the mod wheel for whoever gets this patch that I'm designing. Maybe I want it to be more constant, and I want to use the LFO. So we're gonna go and select the LFO and select that to the filter cutoff, which I've already done in the previous video. So. Okay, now maybe I want to sync to the actual BPM of the song. So you just select sync and go from there. Maybe that rate is too slow, so I'm gonna adjust the rate. Now, this is something that's very peculiar about when you're doing stuff in the modulation matrix in general. You could actually adjust the amount as you go and make it either less or more, even though you might have the rate up higher or not. So you can have it real subtle to not so subtle, and then you still have control over the fade in, the offset, and the amount right here, and whatever you care to do. So that's basically how the modulation matrix works. It's all about your creativity, because you can actually just literally select whatever else, link it to velocity or whatnot, and just keep on going and have an extravagant sound. I mean, there's some sounds, the presets that come with this that they literally use darn near all 32 of those areas and have them assigned to all the different parts of the voices and the sounds that they create. The sounds that you create can go from good to phenomenal. So that's basically Dune 2 in a nutshell when we're talking about, you know, like how to create and how to do sounds or whatnot. I don't know if you have any questions, you know, or just want to, you know, just check me out making a sound in Dune 2. Just let me know in this video, and, you know, and maybe I'll consider, like, you know, doing some Dune 2 tutorials and doing some sound design. I'm not 100% awesome at making sounds in Dune 2. I will not lie to you, but I am darn good at making sounds in Dune 2, just because I've used many other VSTs, and my selective knowledge has actually, you know, made it easier for me to actually work with Dune 2. So, you know, just ask, you know, I'm not 100% request ready for this like I am with Harmor or Electro X2, or, you know, what other ones? Oh, Serum, which are ones that I'm very, very familiar with and get the full gist of. But, you know, I'm getting there with Dune 2. I'm been enjoying making stuff in there. So, you know, I appreciate everybody for checking out this series and, you know, taking your time. I really do. So if you have any questions or anything like that, just ask me, and hopefully I'll be able to answer them. I appreciate everybody for being a part of this channel in particular, because I mean, it's literally grown so much since 2007 to now. I mean, I was stuck from 2007 to early 2015 at like 200, 300 subscribers, and now I'm at almost 2,000 subscribers in like 3 or 4 months, and it's been incredible, and I really appreciate everybody for that. So, you know, I'll probably do some more videos in terms of sound design and how to use pretty much every synth that I like to use a lot. So, you know, stay tuned. I have many reviews on this channel. You know, yeah, that's pretty much it. But yeah, guys, I appreciate everybody for your time. I'm DJ McCree, and I hope you enjoyed. This was very fun to do, and I am out. Thank you.